Hi guys, Neil here. I thought I'd do a video over the pentatonic scale. You know, there's some, I've heard some shit talking, quite frankly, in the past about this scale, this type of scale. And just in the musical communities I've been around, there seems to be, from some people, this sort of attitude that, you know, it's such a basic scale, you know, just so simplistic and barbaric almost, you know, to play pentatonic scale. You know, I think these people have been drinking a bit too much of the old haterade, you know. It's actually a perfectly legitimate scale. It's a really good scale, actually. It's a very versatile scale, and it's not just one scale either. I don't want to give you that impression. It's actually a type of scale. Let me correct myself there while I'm still ahead here. Pentatonic literally means 5 tones. So take 5 notes out of any scale, any mode in any scale that you're playing. And if you just take 5 notes, like say out of any 7-note scale you're playing, or 8-note, or 6-note scale you're playing, just take 5 of those notes. Pick 5. You're already playing a pentatonic scale. So obviously there are a lot of different combinations, a lot of different possibilities. You know, the pentatonic scale that pretty much almost all guitarists refer to, and a lot of non-musicians as well, when they say pentatonic, is they mean the minor pentatonic scale. And on guitar, you know, guitarists all know the A minor pentatonic shape, you know, that shape. But if you take that simple, basically that one simple concept, it's a pretty simple concept, but you can really do a lot with it, which is the whole point here. You take that concept of root, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 7th, and you take that and you just move it through over any type of chord. Let's just harmonize the G major scale that way. You get a bunch of different other scales. So let's just go through it here. I'll try to play these slowly so you can just really see the notes I'm playing. Over G major, starting on G major. And then keep going up. And then you're back to where you started. So those are all pentatonics, and as you can see, that one shape, that minor pentatonic shape, repeated a couple of different times. You know, you first had it right here, and then you had it up for, you know, over the A minor, and then you had it over the G minor. I mean, not the G minor. I'm sorry, B minor, and then you had it over the E minor. But you also had 4 other shapes in there. You know, you had the G major. You had the C major, which is the C major sharp 11 shape. You had the D dominant, basically the dominant shape. And you had the F sharp, basically a minor 7 flat 5 shape, which is a really cool shape, I think. You know, you can kind of play around with it. And here I'm just playing around with that F sharp minor 7 flat 5 and just kind of combining it with the F major sharp 11 shape. But you know, you can kind of play around with this. It's a point. You can play around with these shapes and get some really cool sounds. Yeah. There's some really cool sounds there, and those are all pentatonics. That's a point here. I mean, there's also melodic minor pentatonic shapes. I'll just give one quick example. Like over that D dominant chord, you can make a D dominant 7 sharp 11 chord by raising the fourth just a half step, so you get this. Pretty cool sound, I think. That's a pentatonic scale. So you know that's like the really dumb, you know, basic sounding scale, you know, technically, because it's a pentatonic scale. But anyways, let's just take that minor pentatonic shape. I'm just gonna use that basic shape on the guitar, and I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna move the camera here. I'm gonna be careful because last few times I tried to shoot this, I accidentally turned off the camera and stopped recording, and I don't even know how to edit these videos yet. So I'm just going to play all the basic different chord qualities except for augmented. So we're going to go through major, minor, dominant, and diminished. And I'm going to play just that minor pentatonic shape. I'm going to show how you can play that over any one of those chords. So let's take a C major here. I'm going to add a 7 to it. C major 7, you know, a bit of a jazzer, so I like to do that, but it's a C major shape. You can play an A minor shape over that, just A minor pentatonic stuff. Play this over B minor pentatonic over just a regular C major chord if you want to make it sound like it has a sharp 11. You want to give it a sharp 11 flavor. Let's make that C dominant. Play a C minor pentatonic over it. You get a nice altered tone in there. This minor third is actually a sharp 9 over that dominant chord. You know, you get this sort of sound. I'm sure you've all heard that type of chord, you know. Jimi Hendrix plays that one a lot, but yeah, that's kind of what it's outlining, is it altering it nicely. And finally, let's try C diminished. I'm going to use a really old blues trick. It's probably been around for over a century. I'm not sure, but you know, it's been around forever. Not forever, literally, but for a long time. And we're going to raise the fourth in the C minor pentatonic shape. Raise it up a half step. So instead of doing, we're going to do, a lot of blues players that do this, they just bend it up that half step too. Let's play straight. Get some nice diminished sounds. And that's it. C minor, of course. And we know we can play C minor pentatonic over that, obviously. But you can also weave in the D minor pentatonic, you know, just a whole step up into that. So anyways, I hope that shows a little bit about, just a little glimpse, it gives you a little glimpse into how versatile the pentatonic scale is. Even just that minor pentatonic scale is very versatile. And we covered all basic chord qualities except for augmented, but you know, over a lot of music's built on triads, so major or minor triads, or and sometimes diminished, but usually just major and minor triads. And you know, the minor pentatonic can work over both of those, and there are different ways you can use it. Different, you know, depending on which minor pentatonic you choose over that particular chord, you can get different flavors, different sounds, as you could hear earlier. So I hope this did something for you. I hope you learned something here, and you know, maybe if you were a pentatonic hater before, you know, maybe you don't really hate that scale so much anymore, because not only you realize you can use a minor pentatonic over a lot of stuff, but you also realize that there are tons of other pentatonics, not just minor. There are tons of pentatonic scales, tons of possibilities in those as well, which I didn't even touch on here. So I would suggest experimenting with it and really exploring it. Just explore it on your own. You'll find lots of sounds. Anyways, till next time, bye.